Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes for March Little Box of Horrors to share with you all.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
If you haven't heard of what Little Box of Horrors is, it's a monthly collab between indie makers. They come together every month and they create limited edition items, polishes of course, and then we have other little things like hand care, cuticle care. Now the basis of Little Box of Horrors is obviously something related to horror, thriller, mystery, spooky, scary, all of that. But each month there's always something that drills down even further. So for this month's theme, there's actually a director spotlight, which is Tim Burton. Now, Little Box of Horrors, they always open the 22nd of the month, but they open for Wishlisting the 18th. And I think for a while, I've been saying they open on the 18th. But Wishlisting opens on the 18th, and then the 22nd you can shop at Little Box of Horrors. You have until the 30th of every month. Now, similar to our other collabs, we have capped items, meaning that there's only a certain amount that are created, and once they sell out, that is it. You can't get your hands on them anymore. This is a pre-order, so once shop closes, your items will be shipped out, and then you'll get them within 3 to 4 weeks. I'm going to leave all the detail, information, everything down below. Let's get into the swatches. First up, we have Victorian Varnish, and this is the ending is always a surprise. This is priced at $13.50, and there's a cap of 200. The inspiration is a big fish filmed in Alabama. This one is described as a hollow magnetic. When you magnetize it, it has a prismatic rainbow effect and indirect lighting, and then a vibrant pink line and indirect lighting. It has shimmer that is blue to violet running all throughout. So it's very shifty. I ended up doing 2 coats and I was happy with that on my shorter nails. I'm going to say 2 to 3 for everybody. I think longer nails you may want to do a 3rd coat, but let's look at this magic that this magnetic polish is. Now we see that pink line, but we also see lots of other colors. Now I didn't show this off to you guys in sunlight, so you're not going to be able to see it that way. But running across the nail, you can definitely see the pink, but then you see a little bit of yellow and some orange. And then, of course, that blue-violet shimmer is running all throughout the nail, just as described. So it's super sparkly. It has lots of contrasting colors for your magnetic pigment. Beautiful spring and summer polish. Pictured are 2 coats of Victorian Varnish. The ending is always a surprise with a glossy top coat. We have another one from Victorian Varnish, and this one is Time Stops, priced at $13.50, and there's a cap of 200. This one also has the same inspiration. Now, this one is a thermal, so black when it's in its cold state to clear in the warm state. It has golden and silver micro hollow glitters, red hollow glitters, white and black glitters in all different shapes and sizes. So you can see on that first coat, it already transitioned into its warmer state, so very clear. And then I did a 2nd coat, and you can see on that 2nd coat the cold state color, which is that black shade. Now you can very well do 3 thin coats with this. It has a lot of glitter, so you definitely want to work in thin coats. But I was happy with it in 2 coats, so 2 to 3 for everybody. This one had so many fun glitters. I feel like this is going to be a beautiful polish for the fall time. Honestly, like, you can wear it whenever you want. I'm a seasonal polish wearer, so in my videos, I will always compare polishes to the season, but I can so see this in the fall or Halloween, or honestly, like, if you really wanted to rock it in the summer, if you're tired of neons and you just need something dark, vampy, this one would be so fun, especially because of the thermal component. When you're outside, it's hot, it's going to be clear, you're going to see all those components, all the glitter, and then when you go into the AC inside somewhere, it's going to transition into that darker state. So definitely a fun one to wear in the summer for that purpose. And then, of course, for the colors itself, definitely for fall, like Halloween. Pictured are 2 coats of Victorian Varnish. Time Stops with a glossy top coat. Here we have Peculiar Polish, and this is Master of Fright, priced at $13.50, and there's a cap of 30 bottles. The inspiration is The Nightmare Before Christmas. My youngest absolutely loves that movie. This one is described as a purple base packed full of shifting flakies. So on the first coat, we can see we go on a bit sheer, but on that second coat, we really built up the purple base, and the flakies, the description was not playing with us. They are super shifty. So we're seeing pink, yellow, orange, gold, some copper in there, all of the colors of the rainbow. And then our base, that purple base, such a simple explanation, because I definitely see some shifts in there, and it could be because of the shifting flakies, but honestly I feel like it's our base a little bit. This one applied like in a jellier sort of formulation, so I'm gonna say you could definitely do 3 coats if you wanted to. I don't think you necessarily need to. Maybe my longer nail friends, and if you did that, definitely 3, because we have lots of flakies in here, and because of the jelly formulation, it can get very thick and gloopy real quick. But I honestly think 2 coats on everybody would work out lovely. Pictured are 2 coats of Peculiar Polish, Master of Fright, with a glossy top coat. Next up we have Cracked Polish, and this is Red Planet Panic. Priced at $13, and there's a cap of $200, and the inspiration is Tim Burton's Mars Attack. Now this one is described as a warm red jelly polish. It's packed with multichrome flakes that shift from green, gold, and magenta. This one looks like a literal glass on your nails. I posted a reel on Instagram of this one because it was just so lovely. Now, because of the jelly formulation, I decided to do 3 coats. I think 2 to 3 for everybody is fine, just depending on what you are looking for the look on your nails. But 3 coats, and it was just so beautiful. Like, look at this. This literally is a glossy lover's dream. I definitely want to wear this again in the near future. Our shifty flakies, we can see the beautiful shades. I see like very dark glimpses of green, almost like a forest green, but I'm getting a lot of gold, and the magenta blends in with our base, but it gives us that pond effect, and it's just so pretty. I think this polish is definitely going to be something I am going to wear real soon in the near coming weeks/months. Pictured are 3 coats of Cracked Polish, Red Planet Panic, with a glossy top coat. Here we have Gin and Berries, and this is The Truth Doesn't Matter, priced at $13.50, and we have a cap of 500 bottles. The inspiration is the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. It is a black tinted base with metallic red flakes, blue-violet iridescent flakes, and holographic microflakes. So the first coat we go on a bit sheer. On that second coat we get major distribution of our flakies. They are so colorful and so fun. Now I did decide to do a 3rd coat just to sort of deepen my base, get it nice and even, and I thought it was perfect in 3 coats. I'm going to definitely recommend 3 for everybody. Now we have, I feel like, various size shapes for our flakies, but they all blend in very well, so nothing is going to be lifting, nothing is going to look out of place. We have some of the larger flakies that I feel like are that blue metallic shade, and then the smaller shreds are definitely that red magenta sort of shade. Because of all the shifty flakies, I feel like our black base looks like a very deep shade of purple, which I don't mind. I think it looks very lovely. Really enjoyed this one, another fun one. Pictured are 3 coats of Gin and Berries, The Truth Doesn't Matter, with a glossy top coat. Here we have Gin and Berries again, and this one is Ask Alice, priced at $13.50, and we have a cap of 500. Again, the inspiration is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. This one is a deep peacock blue jelly base with blue violets and violet pink iridescent flakes and black flakes. On the first coat we go on a bit sheer because we are working with a jelly base, so it's typical. The second coat we start seeing that deep blue base. It almost reminds me of like the deep blue ocean. Deep dark ocean, deep ocean. It just reminds me of the ocean. I did do 3 coats and I was happy with the opacity that I got. I'm going to say 2 to 3 for everybody, just depending on your preference and what you like on your nails. But in 3 coats, we got this glorious look. The blue base is just so fascinating. We get all of these iridescent flakies running throughout the nails. We can see the juiciness of that base just peeking on through. I love having a jelly polish build up to somewhat almost opacity. if I could, help it. But I love that because I get that plump, juicy look with it that I could get with other polishes, but there's something about a jelly polish when you can build it up to its, full potential, and you just get that glorious squishy vibe with it. But this one was so beautiful. I think you can wear this all year round, in my opinion. Pictured are 3 coats of Gin and Berries, Ask Alice with a glossy top coat. Moving on to Garden Path Lacquers. This is He Likes It, priced at $13.50, and we don't have a cap. This one's inspired by the maternal icon Delia Dietz and her satisfaction at her husband's response to a Beetlejuice head sculpture. It is a red jelly base with red and silver holographic micro glitter and black micro flakies. Oh my goodness, I am so in love. This one is beautiful. Built it up in 2 coats. I think 2 to 3 for everybody will work perfectly. The black micro flakies in here are so jam-packed, but they don't take away from the other components in this polish. Those micro glitters, the silver micro glitters, are just, again, jam-packed in there, just like our other component, but because they're so tiny, they don't take away from our black micro flakies, but they give us this beautiful, almost like speckled like look, but it's not. It is just pure glitter. And then that deep red base, oh my gosh, love this one. Love it for now. Love it for the fall months, for Halloween. Definitely up my alley. If you love red polish, your eye is going to be on this one for sure. Pictured are 2 coats of Garden Path Lacquers. He Likes It with a glossy top coat. Here we have Zombie Claw, and this is Glow of the Boogie, priced at $13.50, and we have a cap of 50. The inspiration is Oogie Boogie. I'm just thinking my son has all of these stuffed animals from The Nightmare Before Christmas, so that just popped in my head. But anyways, back to the polish. So it's a glow-in-the-dark polish. It has a green glow in the dark base with black flakies, and it has red, pink, yellow, blue glitters. Definitely another fun one for summertime, for the fall/Halloween months. The glitters are so cute in here. They're not the little circle glitters. They're not too overbearing. They don't take away. They add on to the beauty of this polish. I love how we don't get that full opaque look. I don't think you need that with this one. I honestly don't. I think it looks beautiful in 2 to 3 coats. I love how I can still see my nail bed because I can clearly see the lovely components in this polish, and the fact that it goes in the dark too is just another fun spin on this. Pictured are 2 coats of Zombie Claw, Glow of the Boogie with a glossy top coat. Here we have BCB Lacquers, and this is Watch Your Head, priced at $13.50, and we're capped at $150. The inspiration is Katrina Van Tassel's dress in the movie Sleepy Hollow. It is a gray teal with a strong blue-green shifting shimmer. The second coat, we get complete opacity, amazing formulation. We have a heaping amount of that shifty shimmer. Looking straight on, we see a lot of the greenish component from that shifty shimmer. The blue is definitely in there, but I primarily see a lot of that green, and then as I'm moving my hands around, that's when I get glimpses of that blue shimmer. I love how this is a grayish sort of teal because we get these shifts, these shadows, the dimension with this polish. That is my son screaming downstairs. If you hear that noise, and I'm not re-recording this. Oh my goodness, my life. But anyways, beautiful polish for the springtime and the summer. Pictured are 2 coats of BCB Lacquers, Watch Your Head with a glossy top coat. Here we have Raindance Lacquer, and this is an Extraordinary Life, priced at $13.50 and capped at $50. And the inspiration is Miss Peregrine's Home from Peculiar Children. I think I watched that show. I'm pretty sure I did. But this is a gray-blue crelly that's packed with iridescent flakes, shifting from fuchsia, orange, gold, and green. Love gray. What's one of my favorite colors. I love how we get that smoky look on the nail. We have the squishy vibes because it's like a crelly jelly sort of formulation, but man, those flakies are definitely the star of this polish. We get a lot of the orange, a lot of the fuchsia, some of that gold is peeking on through from the flakies, but the pink, that fuchsia, is what is so prominent and so strong. It is super, super glowy. I love the contrasting look that we're getting with this polish from the flakies. Pictured are 2 coats of Raindance Lacquer and Extraordinary Life with a glossy top coat. Raindance Lacquer is also bringing us My Peculiarity, priced at $13.50, and we have a cap of $50. Again, same inspiration. This one is described as a black jelly polish with large particle green to blue shimmer, as well as lavender reflective glitter. I don't think I swatched a polish that has lavender reflective glitter. This one was absolutely stunning. You can see on that first coat, we went on sheer. The second coat, we are building up to opacity. And I did decide to do a 3rd coat just to get the most color payoff, and I was happy with that. So I'm going to say 2 to 3 for everybody. The large particle shimmer is screaming at me. It is lovely. It is the main star of this polish. We get lots of twinkle and sparkle. The shifts are super pretty. We get a lot of that green. The blue we definitely see, but green is what is in the center of the nails and what's really standing out. This is a polish that I would love to wear at any time of the year, whether I'm in the summertime, whether I'm in the fall or winter. I just think it's such a pretty, pretty color, and the components are just so lovely. Pictured are 3 coats of Raindance Lacquer, My Peculiarity, with a glossy top coat. All right, guys, I do have a couple favorites, a couple standouts. I don't know for the life of me where I put a lot of these bottles. Are these in here? Here they are. First one being from Jen & Berry's, and this is The Truth It Doesn't Matter. I loved the formulation of this polish. Jen & Berry's always has good formulas, so not surprised. But I think my favorite part of this polish is definitely the flakies in here. They don't disappear within the darker base. They are sandwiched so nicely, and then just that sparkle that you get. The sparkle is so dainty, but it still makes such a statement on the nails alongside these flakies. The second one being from Garden Path Lacquers. He likes it. I feel like I've been picking Garden Path Lacquers for like my faves in a lot of my videos, but they just make amazing polishes. So, you know, Garden Path Lacquers, this is a red polish. Love this one. It is this nice deep red, but still bright enough that you can wear in the summertime if you really wanted to. I feel like this would be something nice to wear when it's like, obviously like fall and winter for sure, but because we're heading into like warmer months, I feel like I definitely wear this on like a rainy summer day. I can see myself, or like a date night for the summertime for sure. And then my last fave for this month is from Cracked Polish, and this is Red Planet Panic. I have like 2 reds. Can you tell I love red polish? But love this one, love the formulation. I loved how this gave me like a very plump, juicy look. I'm all about the plump juiciness. The flakies are very dainty, but again, they are just swimming throughout the nail bed. They look really well paired against this base color. And I just enjoyed it. It's something that I'd wear probably all year round, honestly. I feel like red polish is a color, at least for me, that I can wear all year round. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.